Hey everyone, today we're going to pick up where we left off after our first goal setting exercise. So, what we did last time is we wrote down all of our lifetime goals basically. So, if you haven't done that yet, make sure you go back and do that. And if you have done that, let's go on. So, now that you've written down all your goals, I want you to put a time limit on each of them. So, take a pen and write down 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or even 20 years for your goals. Now, don't overthink it for you analytical folks like me. Just write down some numbers. We want to keep the energy moving in this process. And also recognize that as human beings, we will overestimate what we can do in 1 year, but we will vastly underestimate what we can do in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years. So the more clear this all becomes, the faster it will come into your life. And now let's go to the next thing. I want you to pick your number one goal. It's that goal that when you get that done, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I freaking did that. So just pick one. And if you don't have one, the next time I want you to think bigger. And also, I want you to circle your top 3 1-year goals because we also have to stay focused on what's coming next immediately. Now, the goals are a great start. They will pull you, they will push you, they will propel you. But in order to give them really good juice, you have to turn them into a must. So it's not a should, like I should be a better parent or sister or friend, or I should start a side hustle, or I should invest my money better, I should learn how to invest in real estate syndications. None of that. It's got to be an absolute freaking must. So, how do we actually move ourselves from should to must? Well, you're going to first write down why it's a must. And I want you to use emotionally charged words like incredible, amazing, passionate, beautiful. Words are so very powerful. I want you to use them. For example, so we can do what we want, so we can bring who we want, so that my family and I can be free to live a beautiful life full of passion and joy, so we can go wherever we want, whenever we want, or whatever it is for you. So I can show my kids what success looks like, so I can show my parents what success looks like, so we can live the life of our freaking dreams. So use emotionally charged wording. Okay, folks, right now we're not focusing on being happy and content in the moment. We're getting leverage on our brain to push ourselves to new heights. Being content is for another time. Right now, we're focusing on moving towards what we really want in life. So, this next part is going to be hard, potentially, if you're doing it for the first time, but we need to put some pain in there. As human beings, we will do so much more to avoid pain than we will to move towards pleasure. So you want to use this. So, for example, you want to write down things like, I need to achieve these goals so that I do not feel like a failure, so that I do not live a life of regret, so that I do not fail my children or my spouse or my parents. Make it painful. Now, I know that sounds harsh, and I didn't want to do this at all the first time this was introduced to me. But what we're trying to do is overcome the part of our brain that wants to stay comfortable. It's a simple strategy to get you to take more action faster. And what you're doing is you're getting leverage on your own brain. So if you can really just try to feel it all the way, wail, moan, get into a fetal position, cry, just really allow yourself to feel and inhabit that pain. You'll be shocked at how well it works if you can get yourself to do that. So this is the fuel. It's what's going to help you get up early. So it's going to help you push through the pain and the doubt and the fears and the criticisms. It's really important that you have some emotional charge to just help you keep moving forward. And as they say, the comfort zone is a warm place, but nothing grows there. So putting a little pain into that will help you really drive yourself forward. Okay, so folks, 90% of success is mindset. And I'm telling you, if you focus on this, you will get where you want to go that much faster. And you'll have more fun doing it. Okay, so now lastly, I want you to incorporate visualization. There's a lot of different ways to do this, but let me just give you an example. In 1995, I'm sorry, in 1985, Jim Carrey was totally broke and he had not made it yet. What he did was he wrote himself a check for $10 million. And he wrote it to himself for acting services rendered 10 years in the future. And he kept it in his wallet. So call it a coincidence, but in 1995, which is 10 years later, he found out that he was cast in the role Dumb and Dumber for guess how much money? $10 million. Yeah, so while that might be a total coincidence, it's still something that he used to get leverage on himself to keep pushing towards his goals. And I want you to do that same thing. I want you to find a creative way to visualize your success and remind yourself of it day after day. So that's your goal setting exercise for the new year. I hope you do it. I hope you have fun with it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you feel powerful going into the new year. If it's not the new year, it's always a great time for goal setting when you're watching this. And I know that if you do this, you're going to get to your goals so much faster. So thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, we hope you have a luxurious day. Thank you.